Hey guys, so I have a lot of friends who are very interested in my life and where I'm going with it and what I'm doing, different questions and just everything. And so I decided to try out this video thing, try to keep it up throughout the timeline of becoming me, essentially to see how different things change and whatnot, not only for other people but for myself. I feel like years down the road it would be pretty cool to look back and see everything that's changed. So I guess where I need to start first and foremost would be any friends and family that don't know I'm transgender. Um, Not something that one day I woke up, rolled out of bed, and decided, hey, let's change shit. Like that was never how it went. That's never how it went at all. Um, so a couple years ago, after I graduated high school, I came out as being a lesbian, which is a really gross word. So being gay, and again, when I came out as being gay, it's something I always knew. I always knew I liked girls. Um, but ever since I can remember, I've never myself identified as a girl. So hearing she, when people are referring to me, it's just like it makes me cringe because I hate it. Um, it's in my mind, it's not me. In my mind, I've always been a guy. I've never been a girl. Um, I obviously, even when I identified as being gay, I was the butch lesbian. I dressed in boy clothes and all that and whatnot because that's what I was always comfortable in. And deep down, like I said, in my mind, I've always been a guy, so that's just what I've always been comfortable in. I would say about mid to end of June, I something in my mind just clicked, like something changed. Something said, "Hey, I'm sick of denying what I am, who I am, um, and I'm ready to move forward with that, whatever the consequences may be, cross that road when we get to it, because I was just 100% sick of not feeling 100% comfortable in my own body. I want my body to portray what my mind feels and sees myself as. And so I decided to tell people, and I first told my friends, my very best of friends. I know who I told first specifically. I'm not going to name drop people, but he is a great friend. Love him to pieces, and I was never scared in telling my friends and family this or any of it because I know those who love me and those who care about me will love me regardless of what I decide to do with my body and whatnot. Like I am who I am. I've always been Taylor. I'm always going to be Taylor, no matter what you see on the outside. I'm still Taylor. Um, my friends, they were like, "Great, like you do you. You go be happy. I'm so happy for you." All of it, and my friends have been my biggest support system, and it's just it's beautiful for real. Like I couldn't be more blessed with the friends that I have. Um, After coming out to my friends, I decided to tell my family, and my family dynamics are really weird. So when I say I told my family, I mean I told my mom, who is the most important person to me, family wise. Like not that my other family isn't important, so I'm saying, but my mom, I love her so much, and uh, she's always been there for me through thick and thin. We haven't always seen eye to eye, but she's been the one that's been there, and through it all, she said, "You know what, Taylor? Like, I don't care what you like. I don't care who you like. I don't care what you do with your body. I love you." And I can never thank her enough for her reaction to any of this. I can never repay her for being the greatest mother in the world that she is, but she deserves to hear every day. So, Mom, I love you and you're the greatest. Um, so I told my mom and I told my stepmom, whatever, that basically by telling her that maybe at some point in life she will tell my dad for me. My dad and I aren't close at all. Um, he's not an easy person to talk to. I don't know what he'll think of this. He's never been against me being gay at all, but never once has he referred to one of my girlfriends as my girlfriend. They've always been my roommates or my friend. And never once has he acknowledged to me that I'm gay, and never once have I acknowledged to him. It's just something that we both know that each other knows, but we don't say anything. So, I mean, obviously, there's no hiding this. There's no hiding the changes that are going to happen to me. So either he's going to accept it or he's not. I was born with a personality of if you don't like me, you don't like what you see, don't like any of it, fine. Like, I don't care. On the same note, if anyone has anything bad to say about me, if you don't want to hear anything about me being transgender, if you're totally against anything LGBT, if you don't want to read updates, if you don't want to watch updates, if you don't want to see anything, just delete me from your life, please, now. Because, like I said, I do not care if you have hurtful things to say. It takes a lot to make me upset. Kind of got a confidence level through the roof. Thanks, Mom. But I don't care. So, moving forward from that conversation. After I told my mom, I guess rewind a little bit, there was a lady in my life. She's still currently in my life, and she's a very big, influential person. And I went to her and I told her this, that I was transgender, and she was like, "Great, what do we do now?" And I was like, "I don't know exactly." So it took a lot of research, took a lot of, I remember Googling and YouTube to see, okay, I'm transgender now, what do I do? Like, end goal for me is I want to start hormones. Um, so answer I obviously come up with is that I need to find a therapist. You need to find a therapist that will write you a letter saying that so and so has gone to therapy for this many sessions and they can start HRT, which is hormone replacement therapy. Basically, a therapist giving clearance for an endocrinologist to prescribe you hormones, or in my case, testosterone. So, Googled a bunch of therapists in the Omaha area and called around, emailed around. There was few that charge a lot, and look at me, like I'm 23 and I live on my own in a beautiful apartment, and I'm working on a budget here. So yes, I have health insurance, and so obviously I was trying to find a therapist that would accept my health insurance and whatnot. So the therapist that I ended up choosing, her name is Michelle Weemy. I definitely recommend her for anyone in Omaha that is looking for a therapist, even if it's not transgender related. She does other work and she is amazing. If anyone wants her contact information, let me know and I'll get that for you. But anyway, so Michelle, and I made my first therapy appointment with her. I want to say it was the beginning of July. I want to say it was like the second week of July, because I believe it was after July 4th. It was my first one-on-one session with her, and I had never been to therapy before in my life, so it was an emotional time, it was an awkward time. I don't really like talking about the feels with random people that I don't really know, but I got through it. After that, she emailed me and asked me if I'd be interested in attending this group that she was putting together. The group is for gender variant individuals, mostly transgender people, And so I have been attending group. I've been to 2 sessions so far. It's super interesting, get to meet other people, and I enjoy going to group. Today was my second one-on-one session with Michelle. And the exciting thing is I got my letter to start hormones today. Well, not to start, I don't start hormones today, but I got my letter saying that I can start hormones. You guys don't know how exciting that is because it is so exciting. It's a big deal. So August 5th, 2015, down in the history books. Letter, alright? I think you all need a visual just so you can understand like how exciting it is. Alright. So basically, this letter, I give it to my endocrinologist when I go see her, which is actually the 10th, August 10th, which is this coming Monday. Everything's coming together so quickly now after I've been waiting for so long, and it's so exciting. When I go in, we're going to do blood work on Monday, the 10th, just to make sure everything's okay, so that they prescribe the right amount, so everything is safe. It's safely done. The amount of testosterone that they prescribe me is all based off blood work and like how much testosterone you already have in your body. Yada yada yada. Make sure everything's good, healthy, good to go, and they will prescribe the correct amount of dosage from there. But yeah, so I talked to Michelle, my therapist, today about the changes I'll be going through, and I guess blood work only takes 2 to 3 days to get back. So I could be starting T as soon as the end of next week, probably as late as the week after. Just kind of depends on if I'll have to go back in for my first shot with my endocrinologist or not. But I'm so excited, and it's so exciting for me to just finally start this. I just look so forward to being who I've always been. I look so forward to looking like what I've always pictured I don't know if I pictured because it sounds stupid, but I just want who's stuck in my mind to be who you see. And again, I can't stress enough that I'm Taylor. I'm not changing my name, by the way, if you're wondering. I'm Taylor. I've always been Taylor. Again, Mom, you're so great for not giving me a really gross family name. But nothing changes who I am because I am who I am and who I've always been, and I'm always going to be Taylor, no matter what you see. So exciting. Alright, so that's all I have. Hopefully next week or the week after the latest when I do start T, I will be able to make another video. I want to keep up with like voice updates and whatnot because my voice will change drastically. So we'll see where this goes. Thanks, guys.